247reddeer.ca at Westerner Park this morning for the 12th annual RDC Kings and Queens Scholarship Breakfast. It raises money each year for scholarships and bursaries for RDC athletes, something that is very important because, as we all know, it's pretty expensive to be a student, never mind a student athlete. Each year, the event brings in a motivational speaker to share their message with the students and all the supporters here in attendance. This year, especially great to have former NHL goaltender Clint Malarchuk, who everybody will know after suffering one of the most gruesome injuries in sports history. He's dealt with decades of mental illness, both before and after that tragic night, and what he brought to the RDC Scholarship Breakfast this morning was truly inspiring.
As a kid, I know I had OCD as a kid. I had high anxiety. The home life was rocky. I know my dad was alcoholic and quite abusive, but you know what? Joe and Terry and I were talking about it. You know, who doesn't come from a dysfunctional home? Most people do. It's just to what degree, I guess. But OCD got me to the NHL. Well, I think, you know, the fact that I was so honest in my story and in my life and with my battle with my demons, and you know, I really went deep, and I think that's why it's helped people, is because I was so open about it. And you know, especially the stigma with mental health, people that struggle, they keep it inside, they feel like they're the only ones, and I think that I've opened up that door of conversation, and that people don't feel alone. And the fact that I played and coached in the NHL, I think gives me a platform, and you know, we're as players and former players held in high regard. So to admit that we're human and go into depth about our struggles, I think it makes it more credible.
In addition to hearing from Clint, RDC honored two of its student athletes with the annual Leadership Awards. How much fun has it been to be part of putting the men's basketball program back on the map?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like, this is a volleyball school. You're reminded of every time you look up in the gym and see 9 national banners in a row. But just to have the ability to kind of put basketball on the map here, last year we hosted the provincials and we started to get packed gyms for our games, standing room only, and it really carried over to this year. I think a lot of the times there was more people at our games than the volleyball games, so to be a part of that shift has just been fun, yeah.
I think it has more to do with the leadership, right? Because I volunteer in the community as a basketball coach, badminton, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and I'm part of the Central Alberta Mountain Club Association, and I don't know, just being a parent, running kids all over the place and that, but it's amazing. It's a really gratifying feeling, because I don't do it because I want to be recognized, but to get that recognition is really nice. It's a nice feeling. So it shows that you have had a sense of accomplishment.
The RDC Kings and Queens Scholarship Breakfast important for a number of reasons, namely raising money for scholarships and bursaries, handing out the annual Leadership Awards, and recognizing some of RDC's best contributors.
This year, Red Deer College would like to recognize and thank Worley Parsons Court.
Well, I think that sport really has a connection with the community. Thank you very much for noticing that there's a lot of people here. It's not us that's done a good job, it's the community that's done a good job. Those folks coming in to put their support behind the future leaders, behind the people of the next generation. When it comes to engaging with sport, the nice thing is that we're able to get individuals like Mr. Malarchuk who have a great message for our students, for our community, that people want to engage with.
You know, I add some humor because I like to look at my life, and you have to laugh at certain things. You know, at one point I escaped from a mental hospital, and I thought the FBI was after me. I'm crawling through bushes, and I described those stories in my book, and now I can laugh at them, and that's healthy and it's good.
So there you have it, the wrap for today's great event, the 12th annual RDC Athletics Scholarship Breakfast here at the Westerner, featuring guest speaker Clint Malarchuk, another successful event in support of RDC Athletics.